What's up, guys? It's JoyaSportsNetwork over here with the news, and today I will be joined by a friend who chooses to remain anonymous, but he will give his take in what we're talking about. And to begin, Zidane is, he just said that he's going to come back very soon. Do you have any thoughts on where you think he might be going, or want to give your take on that?
So a lot of people think that he's coming back to the French national team, which I agree. It's most likely what he's going to come back to. He's going to be the next manager of the Blues. But I know that's the only thing that I would really consider. Another option that I consider that Zidane would consider is also maybe even going to club management again, and in the eyes of joining Juventus. I know Juventus are in really bad form right now, considering the squad that they have. So it's something that the Juventus may consider bringing to the table, which is Zidane, which is a former player for Juventus. I think it's really, those are the only two options I see for what he means that he'll be back soon. Some people would say like, oh, maybe he's talking about going to manage Paris Saint-Germain, just given the Mbappe news that happened a couple weeks ago, that he was asking for certain players and certain management, and Zinedine Zidane was one of the ones that he hoped to have been the manager for Paris Saint-Germain to lead the team. So some people are saying that, but I think realistically, I think Paris Saint-Germain right now, they're doing really well under Gaiters. I don't think Zinedine Zidane is really on the cards as of now or even in the future. But I think, like I said, the only two options I really believe are really possible are Juventus and the French national team.
Yeah, I probably agree. France for sure, number one, is most likely the one that's going to happen, because Deschamps is going to leave, right?
Yeah,
after the World Cup, but he's done.
I think after the World Cup, but just really, I think they could even do it even sooner, just from giving off the form that France is currently having.
Oh yeah, they are in a bad form.
They are in a pretty bad form, especially for being a defending world champions.
Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna follow through with it. And then the other one, I'm a Juventus fan. I would like it to happen, but the one thing that makes it unrealistic is the fact that we're paying our coach so much money. So if we were to sack him, like, it would be a hard financial hit for us. So that's like the only thing. And then like Zidane, like, he's a top class coach. Like, we would have to pay him a wage even like equal to or higher to what our current coach is earning, so that would make it hard on us. And then I know you said no PSG as a PSG fan, because you're a PSG fan, but I think that the only way he could go to PSG, even though it happened with Pochettino, like, if your coach fails to win the league, or the way he exits Champions League, he could probably get the sack, like, if it doesn't happen that way. Because you have to agree with me on this. Like, when you have three world-class players like Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, and you don't win. I mean, it's not just them three, too. You guys got a complete team, bro. So, like, you guys are top dogs for sure. At least, I'm not saying make it to finals, but, like, at least make it to semis. And if you put up a good fight, then, yeah, he has a chance to stay. But, like, if it's, like, an embarrassing loss, then I think he could get the sack, and Zidane that could be a destination. So for sure, first one, I think France. That's the one that's for sure probably going to happen. Two, small chance, Juventus, because they might decide to stick with their current coach, which I have a lot to say about that. And then the last one, this is the least likely to happen, because PSG's PSG. They most likely going to win their league, but that's an possibility as well,
Yeah, I mean, I think it really plays into a factor of what Paris Saint-Germain are trying to accomplish, which obviously right now they know at the moment that they have Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. At the moment, they have Neymar and Mbappe under contract for past this season. The only question mark is with really Messi. There are just some reports really just kind of stating that Messi's more open now to staying at Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Once noticing that PSG has really changed a lot and has definitely picked itself up and actually started being more serious about the competitions that it's in. So that's something that Messi definitely would consider, especially in terms of sporting wise. I know, but I think it's really up to him on what he feels is probably the best move. Realistically, I think sporting wise, Barcelona is also always in there because it is Lionel Messi and it is his home.
Yeah,
And,
that's his home.
It'll always be his home, really.
But 100%, I think he's going to. I mean, he's gonna stay.
But I think,
There's no way he's going to Barca. But
I think
we'll
really it comes
we'll leave
down
it
to-
at that. Zidane, he's coming back. We'll soon figure out. And next up on the news, N'Golo Kante's contract. I don't know if you heard, but it expires next summer. So next transfer window, if Chelsea doesn't come up with the agreement, he'll be free. Possible PSG target, possible Juve target. Who knows? He's a very great player. Has always been consistent in doing, the role that he has to do, and I think he'll be a great addition for any team he goes to.
I mean, yeah, he definitely will be a great addition. I think 100%. I would say that the three important European clubs that have already asked info for him, or just in general, really, I would 100% believe that PSG is one of them.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Just mostly because they really would benefit so much from getting a player of Kante's caliber.
And he's free.
And
And he's
also
free,
for
man.
free.
When he's free, you got to take it.
And I think really it's just something that they also want to consider because, not to mention that Kante also plays for the French national team, so he's French. So that would, in a way, it would help Mbappe, who's kind of looking for more French national team players in Paris Saint-Germain because, once again, they are the capital club, so they represent France. So he's looking for more of that French nationality involved in the squad. So I think really...
Next up, boxing news. We have it. Gervonta Davis and a Ryan Garcia fight is in the works, and they both apparently have given their yes. But the one remaining issue is the U.S. TV rights. As with supposedly Gervonta's with Showtime and Ryan's in the Zone. So that is going to be very pivotal in seeing whether this fight gets made or not. I hope it gets made. It's going to be a great fight. I'll tune in. Hopefully it gets made, but, sadly that has always been one main issue that has affected fights in the past and will affect fights in the future. It really just comes to whether the fighters want it or not. Just like Devin Haney was able to make this fight to fight Kambosos, and he did whatever he could to make it possible. It really just comes down to the fighters and how bad they want it. But that's it for the news. I appreciate you guys tuning in and hearing me and my friend out. Subscribe, keep supporting me. I appreciate it. Joya Sports Network with 339 subscribers. Peace.